Oh, welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? Sorry, we are 2 minutes late. I apologize for taking 2 minutes of your time. So it's another amazing session, conversation with Gentility Brides. And with me here is your one and only Gloria Robson. So I call her the brand
Thank
polisher
you.
because that's what she does. She helps you polish your brand, polish yourself because you yourself, you're a brand as well. So that's what she does. And today, I had to beg her to at least create 15, 20 minutes of our time to be with us here today. And she said yes. Welcome, man. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much, Gentility. I believe everyone can hear me. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
of course, I can hear you. Yeah, I can
All
hear you.
right. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for having me here today. It's a pleasure to always give back to the society. It's amazing. Thank you for having me, Gentility. It's great.
We are super excited already. I have over 5,000 friends. I have followers, and they've all shown that they are excited to listen to you today. And we look forward to having an amazing session with you.
That's good. I'm okay. I'm also very excited to do this. So I'm all pumped up. Let's see how it goes.
Great. Okay, so let's start this way. You will introduce yourself. We'd like to get to know you again, what you do, and how we can benefit from what you do.
Okay, so my name is Gloria Robson, and obviously from the flyer you can see that I am an etiquette and image consultant, and I'm popularly known as the brand polisher because I work with brands, personal and corporate brands, to polish and refine the brands or whoever the person is, to help the person to gain the polishing that can take the person to the next level or to the global stage, you know, for whoever has dreamt of being on the global stage and doesn't know how to brand his or herself to get there. Because some people have opportunity to get to the global stage. And when I talk about global stage, I'm simply talking about that next big opportunity. So some people have fasted, they prayed for that, and they get to have this opportunity and they bungle it. They mess up with their spoken English, with their dress sense, with their attitude, their character. And this is where I become handy. This is where I come in to work with such brands and help them to get the polishing that helps them to stay on that stage and hold their stage well. So this is basically what I do generally with all I do. I use etiquette as a tool, all right, to do the work that I do on the finishing. And on the flip side, I'm the CEO of Parkway Integrated Services Limited. What we do in Parkway, but we give special attention to Parkway Finishing School, where we that's where people come in and they get the finishing that they want for their lives, for their brand. So this is basically what I do.
Okay, so we are in line already because the topic we have today is personal branding and how it affects your professional journey. So most persons find it difficult to separate what personal branding is and their corporate branding. So they think they don't need that personal, they don't even know that them themselves they are a brand.
Yeah.
So I hope that in the next few minutes you'll be able to do justice to that. So we'll start with telling us what personal branding is so that they can be clear on that.
All right. Okay, so like you just said, it's important that everybody recognizes that he or she is a brand. Once you can establish that, you're good to go. And if you establish that you are a brand, then you know that you cannot live yourself just like that. There's something that makes every brand very attractive. Whether you call that brand a product brand, because you have product brand, and you of course. So I believe that at this moment I am talking to personal brands, people who are like, you are a person and that's why you are a brand. So the word personal brand has been somehow, it sounds like a cliche now. It sounds like a cliche, like, oh, everybody's using it, personal brand, personal brand. So I try to mellow down. I try to always, when I'm talking to people or I'm working with people, to help them to understand the concept of personal brand. I always tell them to take their focus away from personal brand, the word personal brand, and look at personality enhancement.
Okay.
Personality enhancement. So instead of personal branding, look at personality enhancement. Now look at the word enhancement. What does it mean to enhance? What does it mean to enhance? To enhance simply means to make beautiful, to make more beautiful. All right? To make more
Yeah.
attractive, to make more inviting. All right? To make more valuable. All right, to boost more, that's to enhance. To uplift, when you hear somebody has gone to do a facelift, the person has gone to make him or herself a little bit beautiful than the person was before. All right,
Yeah.
so this is exactly what happens. So you make yourself more attractive, more inviting, all right, more respectable, more honorable in your attitude, in your performances, in your actions. You now position yourself. So it's about repositioning. So you, as a person, decide, it's like you deciding to take yourself to the refinery. And this is why I call the Greek castle where I run, the Greek polishing castle, I call it a refinery, because you're bringing your raw self into that refinery so that I can polish you. And by the time you are graduating, by the time you're coming out of that place, you are feeling better. You are like, oh my God, I've been making this kind of error all my life. Oh my God, I didn't know speaking to someone like this was wrong. Oh my God, I didn't know this was a situation that I was actually reducing my brand with this attitude. Oh my God, I just cheated on my customer. Do you get that? So all these things I've been doing, I've been defrauding
Yeah.
my customers. This is what that personality enhancement does for you. And this is the role
Okay.
that I play. So when we talk about personal branding, I want to bring it to the simplicity of it, the simplest form. Carry yourself, your person, to where you can facelift your person, upgrade your person, rebrand your person, make your person more attractive, make your person more inviting, make your person more wanted. Like people want to be with you now. People want to listen to you when you speak. And one of the topics or one of the areas we touch is public speaking, teaching you how to address people. Public speaking, not just because you're on an individual. So everybody you meet per time deserve your respect from your words, deserve your good treatment, deserve to see that he or she is with honorable. The person is with an honorable, a respectable brand. Someone who has realized that, oh, I am not a common person. I am someone that is wanted. I am someone that is attractive. In my manners, I must be attractive. In my attitude, I must be attractive. In my words, I must be attractive. This is what personal branding is all about. Personal brand, one person, a person. Personal branding, the process of brushing yourself up, of touch. Let's use the word retouch. Let's use the word makeup. I just want us to use very simplest word that people understand. This is exactly what you do to your personal brand when you say, I am branding my person. And that's where personal branding comes in, because it gives you the opportunity to become a better version of yourself. It gives you the opportunity to get yourself ready for that global stage, so that when people meet with you, they won't feel like, oh my God, where is this person coming from? This person can't even pronounce words well. This person can't even behave well, can't even speak well, can't even relate well with us. This is what it is. So when you say that you've become a personal brand, it means that you have taken yourself through the process. And may I please say that the personal branding process is not a 1 day thing, it's not a 1 week thing, it's not a 1 month thing, it's a process. Listen to the word process. Process. It's something that is continuous, it's a process until you become. Until you can't stop. You keep rebranding, upgrading yourself till you get to the point where you can confidently stand before whoever it is. I tell people that I can stand before whoever it is today, whoever, in whatever country, whatever continent. Why? Because I build myself, I've rebranded myself, and I build that confidence in myself that nobody can find fault in me when I'm relating with anybody. Why? Because I'm conscious of the person all the time. All right. So I hope I've been able to touch that part well for you.
Okay.
What personal branding is. Any other question? Or you want me to proceed?
Okay. All right. Fantastic. That's a lot of the. Okay, so that's amazing. Okay, so let me repeat some of the things you said. I hope you can hear me, right?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, I
Can
can
you
hear
hear me?
you. I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, so I wouldn't know who can hear me right now. Gentility, I just can't see you again and I can't hear you. I want to believe that it's a network connection issue and he should be coming back any moment from now. So I wish I could see comments from audience for me to get to know if you can hear me. I can't see the comments, and Gentility is not here right now because of network connection. So I will just wait a little bit for him. Hello, Gentility.
Okay, sorry.
Hello, Gentility. Wow,
I'm back. So
it's a network challenge.
I had a little network.
Hello, Gentility. Can you hear me? Wow, it's a bad network today. Hello, Gentility. Can you hear me? Wow. Okay. So because I can't hear comments and I can't see comments and I actually can't hear from anyone right now. So I wouldn't know if I can proceed or I just hold on. I wish someone could talk to me right now. Oh. Hello, Gentility. Are you still here? Wow.
Can you hear me now, ma'am?
Here now.
Okay.
What happened?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. What happened? Network connection?
Network happened.
Okay.
Network happened.
So we can
I'm so
we,
sorry.
we can proceed now.
Yes.
It's fine.
So sorry. Okay,
So we can proceed now.
let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Okay, sorry. Exactly. Yes, we can. Yes, I want to reiterate some of the things you said. You talked about while you were introducing, trying to talk about personal branding. You said if we call it personal enhancement, it will be clearer.
Personality
We can
enhancement.
understand what that means
Personality.
and how to go about it. So you mentioned that, yeah, that we can see it as a facelifting. We talked about an upgrade. We talked about making yourself more attractive and inviting. So that's what branding yourself actually means. Things that you can do to yourself to make yourself more that person that people want to be close to, listen to, and be inspired.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. It's a bad network connection today from his end, and I'm still here. I have a very steady network today, and I know it rained virtually everywhere, but I don't know where he stays. Okay, so just to confirm what he said, I said. Just to confirm what he said, I said. So if you're talking about branding your personality, it means that you are brushing up your personality. It means that you're facelifting your personality. It means you're giving your personality a repositioning, an attractive repositioning. So much that people who knew you before, that you were not someone that people want to listen to, because you've brushed up yourself, you've polished your personality, you've refined your personality, people want to listen to you more. People now see sense in what you're saying. All right, people are attracted to you more. Your audience is attracted to you more. Everywhere you go, people want to listen to you and people want to be part of what you're saying. Okay, so that's exactly what it means. All right, welcome back, Gentility. I was holding forth for you.
Thank you so much. Yes, yes. I must
It's
thank
a
you for
bad
that, for
network
holding fort
connection
for
from
me
your
while I was
end.
away. Thank you so much. So
It's
let's
fine.
quickly relate it to our personal journey, our professional journey. How do you think personal branding affects the success of our professional journey?
Okay, so let's go to our professional journey. Now, when you talk about professional journey, we can't talk about it until we understand what it is. All right. I mean, how do I put it now? My background is education is one of the things that I do is to define terms. I always like to define terms before I proceed. So when you talk about profession, like a professional in every career is someone who is skillful at that career, skillful at whatever the person does in that particular career. All right. The person has a certain level of knowledge. The person is knowledgeable about that career. And that's why the person becomes a professional. So if you call yourself a professional and you're talking about how to use personal branding to move your professional career, professional journey to the next level, it means that you first of all have realized that you're a skillful person. You have realized that you're a skillful person. You have realized, you must realize that as a professional, you are a skillful person with a level of skill that you have, a skill that people want to listen to, a skill that people want to learn from. And that's what makes you professional. So for you to say that you are a professional and you want to use personal branding to move yourself to the next level, I want to let you know that personal branding, if properly used, can become a great tool in your hand to be able to move your professional journey to the next level. How do you use personal branding as a tool? And what role does it play in your brand as a person? All right. So you as a personal brand, not a business brand, but you as a personal brand, you're going to use personal branding as a tool to get yourself that big opportunity you're looking for. You're going to get yourself that exciting position you're looking for. When you know how to comport yourself well, number one, you must learn to comport yourself very well. That's the only time you can use personal branding as a tool to get your journey sweeter, get your journey smoother, and get your journey inviting. Remember that I've talked about personal branding to be a process of giving yourself a facelift, upgrading your brand. So if you can reposition yourself very well using personal branding, then personal branding becomes a tool in your hands that you are using to move yourself, to give yourself that big opportunity that you have been yearning for. This is very important. And one way in which you can do that is to define your brand identity. That's the first thing you do. You define your brand identity. How do you define your brand identity? By making sure that you recognize your strength. What is it about you that is different from others? What is it about you that is unique? That is not a common thing. I mean, from the moment you realize you're a personal brand, you become uncommon. You no longer parade yourself as just anybody. Someone asks you, what's your name? You won't just say, my name is, you're going to do. What you should be known for is what you are going to advertise, is what you're going to introduce yourself as. You're not going to introduce yourself as a commoner, as a common person. You're going to introduce yourself as a unique person. That is exactly what personal brand or personal branding is going to help you do. So the first thing you do is to identify your brand, identity. Make sure you define your brand identity yourself as a personal brand. You are aware of the strength of your personality. In my timeline 2 days ago, I wrote something and I said that one of the reasons why people struggle around the same circle, you've stayed on that mountain for too long, is because you've not realized your SOS. And when I talk about your SOS, I'm meaning your source of strength. What I wrote is there in my timeline. So when you suddenly can define, that's number one, define your brand identity. That's how you're going to be able to use personal branding as a tool to make your professional journey sweeter, easier, and visible. Easier, sweeter, and visible. You must define your brand identity. What are you known for? Like, what are you standing for? What do you stand for? Okay, like they say, what do you rep? If you can't tell what you rep, for example, when Gentility was introducing me, he says that he calls me brand polisher because that's what I do. That's what I rep. My representation is to refinement, to polishing, all right, to getting you out of the raw state to a well-refined state. That's what I rep. Everywhere I go, I just use etiquette as a tool because etiquette is a bigger platform and a bigger tool. So once you can define your brand identity, you are able to know, identify your own skill, the strength of, or the source of your strength and the strength of your ability, the strength of your personality. Once you are able to identify that, it will help you to set on the journey, on your professional journey, in a very sweet way. But once you cannot identify your own brand identity, you cannot identify, you cannot define it, you're going to just be roaming downtown, roaming downtown. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to now be copying every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Anyone you see doing something that is nice, you are copying because you've not been able to identify or you've not been able to define your brand identity. So that's the first thing you do for yourself. What is my strength? What are the skills that I have? What are my experiences that I can use to run this journey? All right. What's my passion? What are the things that I know that only me can do best? If you put 10 people in the room and ask us to do the same thing, I'm the only person that is going to stand out because that's exactly what I do. That's where my strength is. That's the core of my living. Polishing, rebranding people, all right? Refining personalities. That's the core of my living. That's the once you realize this, the earlier you define it, the better for you. The better for you. And if you keep asking me, I'll tell you that the second thing that you do is that you're going to craft your own value proposition. Craft it. What values do I bring to the table? What values are in me that makes me, don't forget that you've realized that you're a personal brand. So what values are in me that can make me stand out? What values am I bringing to the table? Because listen to me, the world is constantly looking for valuable people. The world is constantly looking for valuable people. The world is constantly looking for who has something. Like, should I speak pidgin? Let me talk from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm actually streaming from Lagos, Nigeria. They will say things like, waiting there your hand. All right? In Lagos, that's the slang. Waiting there your hand. What's in your hand? That is the number two. What is in your hand? That's how you know. And the question is, what values are you bringing to the table? After you've defined your brand identity, the second thing you do is to craft your value proposition. What is the value in your hand, or what values do you have in your hand that you can bring to the table? Because the world is constantly looking for values. If I don't have value to offer, gentility will not bring me here. If he doesn't have values to offer, nobody's going to invite him. So it is you discovering your own values. These are the values I want to bring to the table, because everybody is asking, waiting day your hand. Why should I invite you? Why should I want to be your friend? Why should I want to connect with you? Why do I want to network with you? What do you have to offer me? Everybody's going to people that have things to offer now. That is the world we live in. So if you're roaming downtown, if you're roaming the street of social media, and you don't know the values that you have to offer, then I'm sorry, you're going to be roaming for a very long time. The third thing that I would tell you to do is to identify the people that you intend to work with. Identify the people you intend to work with. Like I said, I work with personal brands and corporate brands. So under personal brand, you have entrepreneurs there, you have business owners there, you have them, you have pastors, you have ministers of the gospel, you have dancers, you have entertainers. That's personal brand for me. So that means that I can reach out, I can bring values to any of those people, because I have identified my core audience to be personal brands and corporate brands. In my corporate brand work, I work with organizations. I go to train staff of those organizations to teach them how to stay polished, how to stay refined, how to talk to customers, how to be able to attract sales with their lifestyle, with their attitude and all they do. That's my values. Those are the values that I bring to the table. So you listening to me, what are the values that you are bringing to the table? I think that the table has really turned now than for people to just sit on the table. You will break the table for nothing. You don't want to break the table for nothing. Break the table for something. Scatter the table, because your values are so heavy for the table to be able to stand. So when you drop your values on the table, and everybody will want to help you repair that table because you scattered it for good. Do you get the gist now? This is how it works. And the earlier you wire that in your mindset, the better for you. So in doing this, for you to be able to identify the audience that you work with, you need to make sure that your audience come to you and they find that you are the one they're looking for. You are the very person that they're looking for. If I have needs for a particular thing and I come to you and I don't find solution to my needs, I not go stay with you. I will run. I will go look for another person who's got what I'm looking for. So this is why it's very important for you to do what? To identify your audience. All right? The people that you want to work with. All right? I don't know if I should go on and on and on. Gentility, your network connection is really bad today, and I wouldn't know why. Maybe the positioning where you are staying and all that. So if you're still listening to me, if you can hear me, if you can hear me, I want you to know that it is important for you to identify for you to define your brand identity. All right, and then for you to do what? To craft your own value proposition. What values are you bringing to the table? And then the third thing is for you to identify your own audience. Once you can identify this, it's easier for you to penetrate. All right, it's easier. And another thing I want to talk about is for you to be able to run your professional career very easily, using your personal brand as a tool. You need to now make sure that the word consistency is not far from you. The word consistency must not be far from you. And when we talk about consistency, people are like, is it showing up every day? I'm tired of showing up every day. We're not asking you to show up every day per se, But please be consistent, meaning that if you come out today, if you say, okay, in each week I want to show up once in a week, please maintain that once in a week, no matter how hard it is. Try. You say you want to show up twice in a week, pick your days and show up twice in a week. That's your professional journey that you're giving attention to. You want to show up 3 times in a week, maintain the 3 times in a week. Try. That's consistency, so that people can see how serious you are. The woman selling bread down your street, if you go the first day, you meet the woman, you buy your bread and butter and you eat. You're hungry for bread and butter again the second time. You go there tomorrow, you find her there, come rain, come shine, she's there. And you buy your bread and butter, you eat. If you go the third time and you meet her there again, you buy your bread and butter, you eat. The fourth time you want to go there, someone asks you, please, do you know where they sell bread and butter? You're going to direct the person to that woman. Why? Because she's consistent. But the other woman who sells maybe like bottled water down your street, today she opens, tomorrow she doesn't open, the next day she opens, another time again, in the next 1 week, you can't see her shop is locked. Would you ever recommend her to someone else? Would you ever trust her enough? This is exactly what happens. People begin to believe in you when they can see you anytime they need you. People begin to trust you when they can see you anytime they need you. People begin to trust your personality, your brand credibility, because they can be sure that when they come to you, you're not going to bungle it. There are certain people that I am very scared to recommend them to others, no matter what it is. There's a particular lady that she's skillful, but she doesn't speak well. And the kind of people that need her work, that need her job, are people who are quite, because I work with professionals, I work with corporate organizations, and because I know that if I recommend her, she's going to use her grammatical errors to bungle the thing, and at the end of the shame will rub off on me. So I don't recommend her. I'm sorry, I don't. Why? She's skillful, but she has not built her brand. She has not polished her spoken English. She has not brushed herself up. If you're one person that I do business with, and every time I come to you, you are cheating on me, you are duping me, do you think I will always recommend you for anyone else? I will not, because you are not credible. Your brand is not credible. I will recommend the person's brand that is credible. So being able to build your personal brand to the state where someone can boldly beat the chest and say, I know this person. I know that if I recommend Gloria Robson, she would deliver. Someone said that to me one time. She would deliver. If God ready, I will deliver. Because I have built the brand to that. That's how I want my audience to see me. Not coming today, they don't hear from me. 1 month later, I show up and I'm like, who missed me? Nobody missed you. So you need to make sure that you know what you're doing. If you know you want to run a personal brand that is to be trusted, that is to be valued, then you need to make sure that the fourth thing that I've mentioned is consistency. You need to say, I am going to be showing up twice a week. You maintain it. Twice a week, we'll see you. Once a week, every Friday, let us see you. Every Monday, let us see you. Don't you come on Monday, the next Monday, and I've used example of that woman selling bread in your street. If you buy bread and butter today, tomorrow you go again to buy bread and butter. The next day, she's there. Come rain, come shine. Will you not recommend that to someone else? You will tell someone else, go down the street, there's a woman there that you will see her. Even if rain is falling, she's carrying this big umbrella and she will attend to you. Some people, they will even go into their houses to go and get them. out because they know that this woman is ready to sell. So
Okay.
how much are you valuing your own values? How much do you give attention to your personality? Remember that I said that it's about personality enhancement. Once you've enhanced your personality, even you'll be so excited, you'll be so confident to go anywhere, to put yourself out anywhere. Because why? You have been able to rebrand yourself. You've been able to give yourself facelift. It is
Yeah.
when you are not sure of your brand that you now lack confidence. You will not lack assurance. You will not lack the boldness. But when you've been able to build, they will call you just anywhere. You will boldly catwalk there. You will boldly go there and deliver because you know you build a brand that people become attracted to.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma. It's been an amazing session. Though my network has been off and on, but I was following and you've given lots of value already. So thank you so much.
It's all right.
I hope my audience got everything we're sharing. Some persons will have to catch the replay later.
Oh, the network is still bad again. Oh, wow. Hello, Gentility. Are you still here? Hello? Oh, I wish I could still hear you. Okay, so I'm like I would always say, I think his own network connection is very bad today. So like I was saying, just to wrap up whatever it is, I wouldn't know the next question he wanted to ask me, but I would just tell you that if you decide today to take your brand seriously, then you can make it work for you to be able to run on your professional journey smoothly. Your personal brand can be a very mighty tool in your hand to be able to run your professional journey very well, because professionals are not joke. Professionals are not people who daydream. Professionals are serious minded people. Professionals are people who want to be with just the people who can think like them. So I cannot have brushed up myself and then come to you or maybe relate with you, or you ask to be in my circle and then I come there, I discover that you have nothing to offer, you are nothing to write home about. I'm sorry, I won't work with you. So professionals are serious minded people. So if you want to work with using your personal brand as a tool to play a serious role in your professional journey, then you have to be a serious minded person. Take your brand seriously. Run your brand with all seriousness. Run it like this is all you've got. I've run this brand for about 8 years now, and I ran it like this is all I got. Even when I had opportunity to pack it up, I refused. I kept building and I kept working on myself. And today, organizations here and there, oil and gas company, advertising company, they are all calling my brand to come train, to come do the jobs for them. Individuals are ready to pay just anything. It's just that I'm one person who doesn't come outside to say my figures out. But I tell you that it's been an amazing journey, you know, using my personal brand as a tool to run my professional brand. Very fantastic. And I will encourage you to make sure that you step into that and run with that. Gentility, do you want to ask me any other question?
Yes, quickly. How can they contact you? How can they connect with you?
On Facebook, Gloria Robson Brand Polisher. On Instagram, I am just Brand Polisher. All right, Brand Polisher. On LinkedIn, I'm Gloria Robson. Okay, and you can easily reach out to me. Just check my timeline on Facebook and just send me a DM if you want me to attend to you. Send me a DM right now. there's a particular program going on the Greek Castle where we polish brands. The next set is already recruiting, and you can actually just come in. So that's it. You just chat me up, send me a DM on my Facebook timeline. That is closer to me, and I easily reach out to you.
Thank you so much, Ma, for making our time to be with us today. I'm
It's all
really
right. No
excited and I
problem.
appreciate it so much.
The
We'll do this
pleasure is
again some
mine.
other time. I hope I
Mm,
can be able to pay you that time.
it's all right. It's okay.
Thank you so much
It's
and
all
have
right.
a
Thank you
great
so
day.
much. All right. Thank you so much for having me, and goodbye, everyone. Keep your brand alive because that's all you've got. Take care of yourself. Bye.
You too.